So coming into a nice seated position. Hello, I'm Barb with First Class Yoga. Welcome. Today we're going to go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Hold that tummy in. Draw those shoulders back, sitting up straight. And inhale, sweep the arms up. Clasp the hands above and bring them back down. Find the breath, breathing through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Press those hands together and bring them over to one side and look away from your hands, stretching out through the neck. And bring it back center. And over to the other side. And bring it back center. And go ahead and extend those arms all the way out. And small little circles. Warming up those shoulders. Rolling them all the way out. And then pause and circle them back the other way. And go ahead and release those down. And we're going to work with a arm movement today where we're going to raise our arms straight up like the letter I and bring them back down. And raise them up into a Y and back down. And raise them out to a T and back down. Let's do that again. Inhale straight above and exhale into the Y and exhale into the T. And exhale, last set. Bring the I straight up and the Y to the angles and out to the sides. And release that down. And shrug those shoulders up and reach the fingers to the floor. And shrug your shoulders up and reach the fingers to the floor. Last one. Shrug the shoulders up and reach to the floor. Grab on to the base of your chair. And now, inhale, raise your chest up, draw those shoulder blades together, working on our posture, and release. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, and exhale. Two more. Inhale, and exhale. Last one. Hold it here. Bring it up. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath whenever I'm holding the pose. Keep breathing through. Drawing those shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall, and release that back. And let's go ahead and extend those arms out to the side. Moving with the waist, reach over to the right, and draw it back center. And over to the left, and back center. Feel the waist working, those abdominals. Keep the arms nice and parallel to the floor. Reaching side to side. And stay right here. And now twist over to the right. And twist side to side. Starting to move that spine. Getting more fluid going. Starting to increase our circulation. And now on the time that you're at the right, hold both arms at the right. Drop them down. One hand's going to land on your leg. One hand's on your chair. Inhale, sit up. And now press this bottom hand against your leg and turn your head all the way over your right shoulder. Looking back behind you, breathing, not holding your breath. And go ahead and release that. Extend those arms out. Sweep the arm over to the left. Hands down to the chair and your leg. Inhale, sit up. And press the hand into the outer thigh and turn your head looking back behind. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And go ahead and release that. And let's go ahead and start pounding our feet. And let's shoot some baskets. Go ahead and reach up and shoot some baskets. And reach up and shoot some baskets. And reach up and shoot some baskets. Two more. And make this one a good one. All right. And bring that down. And let's go ahead and lift that right knee up. Give it some support. We're going to start to open up that hip by rolling into that nice big hip circle. Try to get more than just the foot and the ankle going, getting that whole hip around, and then pause and circle it back. So you want to give some support to that leg so that it doesn't go straining into that low back, and go ahead and place that all down. Onto the other side. Go ahead and roll that hip out. And pause and bring it back the other way. And place that down. And let's go ahead and open that leg out to the right and open it out to the left and bring it back in and bring it back in. If you want to just work with the legs, stay there. Otherwise, we can add the arms. And it's open, open, close, close, open, open, close, close. It's open, open, close, close. Let's go the other way. Take it open, open, close, close, open, open, close, close, open, open, close, close. Go ahead and bring those arms all the way together. Try to get those elbows touching, stretching out through the back shoulders. And now pull those elbows back and bring the forearms together. And draw the elbows back and bring the forearms together. And draw the elbows back. Bring the forearms together. Zip it all together. Now lift those elbows just a little bit. Stretching out the shoulders. Breathe. Nice, long, deep breaths. And go ahead and release it back down. And release that out. Shake that all out. And let's go ahead and work on this lower part of the body by grabbing underneath that right thigh. Just working on the knee here. We're going to extend the leg out and bend. And extend and bend. Extend and bend. Hold it here. And point and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. Relax. Roll the ankle. And pause and roll it back. And place that down. Let's go to the other side, lifting up that thigh and extend and bend. Extend and bend. Extend and bend and extend. Hold it here and flex and point. And flex and point. And flex and point and relax and roll the ankle out. And roll it back the other way. And place that out. And let's go ahead and extend that right leg straight out. Point those toes. Now hold that tummy in. We're going to lift that leg up and lower. The whole leg lifts up and lower. Up and lower and up and lower. Go ahead and switch that to the other leg. And 4 times. Lift up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. And release that. Inhale, raise the arms up and just tilt forward, sitting like we're sitting in our chair pose. Reaching those fingers away, all the way back up, and release that down. Adding our airplane with that. Inhale up, tilt yourself forward into chair pose, and now sweep those arms back into our airplane. Sweep the arms back up, and release that down. One more time. Inhale overhead, tilt forward, sweep the arms back, sweep the arms up, and release that down. And we're going to add another one today where we're going to raise to the opposite side and send that opposite leg out and bring it back. So the right leg and the right arm reach away from each other and they come right back. And reach away and come back. And reach away and come back. One more. Reach away and come back. Let's go to the other side. And reach away, fingers away from the toes and back. Slide it open and back. Lengthen through the side and back. Reach it up and back. This is our last one. Lengthen and bring that back. And now we're going to go ahead and come into our forward fold. So sit back into the chair. Open your knees a little bit wide. And we're going to inhale and raise our arms up. Exhale into our cactus arms. Tilt forward. Place your hands above the knee. So you can choose to stay here or slide on down, round your back, release your neck, let it shake yes or no, Push your feet into the floor and slide back up. Again, inhale overhead. Exhale cactus. Inhale tilt. Exhale hands to the thighs and slide on down. Push through the feet and slide back up. One more. It's up and open, tilt. Let the hands slide and stay right here like a rag doll. You can move and bend the knees, sort of move side to side, release the neck and the shoulders, and then bring yourself back center and bring that all the way back up. And we're going to go ahead and come a little bit forward in our chairs, and we're going to slouch back into our chair. So we're going to be slouching into our chair and raise those legs up. And we're going to just do a little flutter kick. Keep nice straight legs. Hold that tummy in. Breathing. Dropping those shoulders down from the ears. And go ahead and bring that back still. And now open the legs and use these inner thighs to pull and crisscross. One on top of the other. The inner thighs are doing the work. That abdominal core is working. Breathe. And this is our last one. You are definitely getting in the picture, aren't you? Black and white, I'm dressed appropriately. All right. We're going to do another lateral movement where we're going to be sliding the leg out and we're going to reach down and slide back. And then slide the other leg out and reach down and slide back. And lengthen out. And bring it back center. 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 And we're going to go ahead and, with our arms, we're going to go ahead and crisscross those arms. Rolling out those shoulders. And now, adding a little more challenge, you can either stay here or we're going to start to raise those arms up. As we continue to crisscross all the way overhead, and then we're going to bring it back down. Bring it back down right to your chest, and then one more time. Take it all the way up, crisscrossing on the way. Remember, when I've got your arms up above your head, I'm increasing the blood pressure, and take it all the way down. And release that. And let's go ahead and raise that right arm up into our side bends. And now reach on over into that side bend and come back center. And staying on this side, reach on over and come back. And lengthen away from yourself and come back. Two more. Reach over and back. On this one we hold. Reach all the way over. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. And now ground this right hip back down into the seat. Find a little more space and go ahead and release that. 5 times on the other side. Bring that arm up and lengthen over and release. Reach into the side bend and release. Don't lean forward. I want this as a side bend. We've got 2 more. And on this last one we hold. Reach, reach, reach away, and now ground this left hip back down into the chair, finding a little extra length, breathing, not holding your breath, and release that back. And go ahead and bring that back. And we're going to go ahead and raise our arms up overhead. And now we're going to lift a knee and tap and bring it up. And lift that opposite knee. And up. And right, and left, and right, and left. It's 2 more. It's right, and left, and last one. It's right, and left. And release that down. And let's go ahead and work with those hands. Bring those hands up and stretch those fingers nice and long and make fists. And stretch the fingers nice and long and make fists. And open up, hold it there, and now just the top knuckles. Bear claw that closed and open. Bear claw closed and open. Bear claw closed and open. Bring the thumbs in, bring the fingers together. And point them down and flip them up. And point them down and flip them up. And point them down and flip them up. Make fists and roll them all the way out. And then pause and roll them back the other way. And go ahead and release that back down. Shake that out. And let's go ahead working with our neck. We're going to drop that right ear over to the shoulder. So this left hand, reach it down to the floor, stretching out that neck. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath here. Sitting up nice and tall, holding that tummy in. Small little movement. We're going to tilt our head so our nose points down to the armpit. And again, we're going to reach this left arm down to the floor. Stretching out through the neck. Breathe and release that. And let that left ear go over to the shoulder. And then reach that right arm down to the ground. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. Small movement. Tilt your nose toward the armpit. And again, reach down with that right hand. And go ahead and bring that back center. And now turn your head over to the right and center and left and center. I'm going to go a little quicker. It's right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, right. Stay right here. Look as far back behind you as you can. And bring it center. And look left, looking back as far as you can. And bring it center. And now drop that chin all the way into your chest, nice and tight. Very, very slowly. Inhale and raise that chin up to the ceiling, dropping the crown of the head back, opening up your throat. And dip that chin all the way into your chest again, nice and tight, stretching out the back. Inhale, lift that chin all the way up. And back down into your chest. This is our last one. One more time. Lift it all the way up. And bring it back center. Still working with that neck, working on the back of the neck. We're going to go ahead and just keep our head straight and just dip your chin a little bit. It's going to push into the back of the neck and release. And push into the back of the neck and release. Dip the chin into double chin and release. We've got two more. Dip and come back center and dip and come back center. And let's go ahead and open our legs into that nice wide V. And we're going to come into our triangle. So put the right arm on the inside of that right leg. And inhale the left arm straight up. As you breathe on the exhale, see if you can go down a little bit lower. So now the back of the arm and the back of the hand are going to press against that inside right leg. Reach that left hand up. Gaze all the way up to that top thumb. Stretch those fingers apart down to the floor and up to the sky. And go ahead and release that back. And on to the other side. The left arm is on the inside. Inhale that right arm up. Staying right here, breathe. And on the exhale, if you can go down a little bit further and then press the back of the arm into your leg and really gaze up to the sky, reaching the fingers as far away from the lower fingers. And go ahead and bring that all back. Keeping those legs out to that wide V. Go ahead and
22.
Okay. Drop that right shoulder over. And sit back up and drop that left shoulder over. And sit back up. We're going to do that one more time. This time drop that right shoulder over and let that right arm dangle right between your legs. And let's go ahead and just circle toward the floor. Rolling out that shoulder again. Breathe. If you want more challenge, you certainly can take that into a big full circle. Otherwise, just spin it back the other way. And go ahead and sit back up. And let's lean over to the other side with that left arm down the center and spinning down into the circle. Again, you decide how much you want to work, and then pause and circle it back the other way. And go ahead and bring that back up. And bring those legs back center. And let's go ahead and inhale, raise both arms up. And exhale, tilt yourself forward, reach those fingers away. And now open those arms out to the side and see if you can reach back to the back of your chair or clasp your hands behind your back, either one. Really drawing those shoulders back, breathing. And release that. And now we're just going to take that right arm straight up and tap ourselves on the back. Same side, we're working on these little tricep muscles on the underside of the arm. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. Again, some of you might be able to take that left arm out and bend it so that those fingers will touch. For many of us, those fingers are not going to touch. You can always use a strap or a ribbon or a tie in between your hands, just getting that nice big stretch. And then release both arms. And let's take that left arm straight up. And on the same side, pat yourself on the back, stretching out the little muscle, tricep muscles, breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And then take that opposite arm out and bend it so that you're trying to reach those fingers together. And release that. And then let's take that right arm right across our chest. We're going to hold either above the elbow or below the elbow. It doesn't matter. I just don't want you on the elbow itself. But notice how when I did that, my shoulder came right out of the socket. So I want to draw my shoulder square back to the socket, reaching my fingers away using that opposition. The fingers are reaching one way and my shoulders drawing back in line with the body. And release that. And swing that other arm across, and then draw the shoulder back in line, reach those fingers away, breathe, and go ahead and release that back. Lost that one. And go ahead and slide that right leg straight out. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, nice straight spine. Tilt, 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 and place your hands above your knee. Tuck that belly button in, and on your next exhale, walk the fingers below the knee. So now flex the foot and pull those toes up towards you. And if you can, on another exhale, see if you can walk your fingers down the leg a little bit more. Keep that spine nice and straight. Walking the fingers down on the exhale breath. Tucking that belly in so that you create the space. Feel the stretch on the back of the leg, opening up the back of the knee. Breathe. And then walk your way back up that leg and stretch out the other leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tilt forward, hands above the knee. Tummies are tucked in, and on the exhale, walk below the knee. Now staying right here for a couple breaths until you find that space. Go ahead and inch your way down the leg on the exhale breath, keeping a nice straight spine, starting to pull those toes up toward the body so that you feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Breathe. And go ahead and walk your way all the way back up. And let's go ahead and sit all the way back into our chair for our meditation with your hands flat down, feeling nice and grounded, or if you want to feel some energy, flip them over and have those palms up to receive the energy. Closing the eyes, sitting up nice and tall, dip that chin a little bit toward the chest, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Today's meditation is on joy. Thinking about joy and how we can bring more joy into our lives in 2025. Maybe we have a hobby that we enjoy doing. Maybe we receive joy when we are laughing with friends and family. Maybe we have joy when we're giving and volunteering. Maybe we have joy when we go to an event. Think about ways that you can bring more joy into your life this year. And know that maybe it needs to start with us. Maybe we need to pick up the phone and call the friend that we haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe we need to take the initiative to meet someone new or to learn something new. Think about where you feel that joy in your body. Maybe it's taking time to have a memory of things that have happened in the past. Maybe there's joy in meditation or in practicing yoga. Maybe it's joy in cooking a good meal. Relax the throat. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Notice where the body feels it. And with your eyes still closed, go ahead and bring the hands together and slide those hands together, creating some warmth and some friction. We need some warmth today. And then place those warm hands over your eyes, over your face, bringing all that warmth and healing energy into your body, down through the neck and the shoulders, all the way through the arms, down the torso, all the way to the hips, down the legs, all the way to the feet. And with your hands still over your closed eyes, gently let the eyes open and release the hands down in front of you in prayer position, bowing the head. May the light in me shine upon the light in you. And together we're all one in this universe. Namaste.
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 Thank you.